When I was little and people asked me what you want to be when you grow up, the answer really surprised people because I was saying that I wanted to be director of the circus. I don't know what persuaded me, but maybe I had this natural desire to kind of navigate through chaos and do something impressive and interesting. And I often feel like I almost fulfill that dream because what I do often feel like circus and managing it. I'm Pasha Shapiro. I'm a designer, animator, and director.
Get me out of here!
Along with Will.i.am and Ernst Weber, I am one of the core creators of Masters of the Sun.
It is legit. It's gonna get the booties popping.
I'm originally from Russia, and I was fourth generation of people living inside of Iron Curtain who didn't really have idea of civil liberties or freedom of speech. What I found really inspiring when I arrived here in California is that you have such a crazy mix of different culture and different walks of life. But what unites them, I think, is sort of sense of personal freedom. And I think that go hand in hand with the idea of innovation, because if you want to do anything innovative, it's about freedom from all the things that might represent status quo. VR is so young, nobody knows exactly what it is. There are no traditional roles. You kind of have to figure it out as you go. And the only place you can do it is kind of like in that garage type environment. Will.i.am built this amazing space they call the Future, and that is a glorified version of California Garage. It's kind of like hybrid between incubator and creative working space. There are people there who are recording music, there are people there who are filming, there are people like us doing creative and animation and exploring technology, there are people creating artificial intelligence. He managed to basically infuse that spirit into sort of new type of company that we become part of. What makes him really the innovator he is his ability not being reasonable. Because he would ask, can we teleport people to Mars? I thought maybe we can. Like with Masters of the Sun, he asked, can we invent completely new technical medium to invent our own genre, to tell specifically this story? What? How? It sounds crazy, insane, not doable, impossible, even if we would have all the money in the world. And he somehow persuades us to work on that and make it reality. Masters of the Sun is originated by Will.i.am. He wrote the book. It's about social injustice. It's about origins of hip-hop. It's about zombies. It's about Egyptology. It's really about a lot of things.
The project consists of 3 different levels. There is a traditional graphic novel, there is an AR app which helps to enhance it, and then there is a VR app where you become part of this 3-dimensional world.
So what is virtual reality storytelling? Working on this project is an ongoing process of trying to answer that question. And that's what makes it exciting and difficult. It's like inventing, building, and driving the car all at the same time. What VR is really good at is convincing your brain that you transport it to another place. And that, if you think about it, that's what storytelling is about.
So we borrow some of the storytelling technique from graphic novel genre, where we freeze moments in time to let viewer to experience this world around them.
So it become interesting hybrid of this oldest form of storytelling and newest form of storytelling. And very quickly, it's bigger than I ever imagined. Will.i.am's charisma and some other people in his team were able to bring on board legends of hip-hop like Rakim and KRS-One and Snoop Dogg and Queen Latifah and Slick Rick and songs by Black Eyed Peas.
Hans Zimmer scored this story and Marvel actually picked it up.
Which Marvel, by the way, never does. And Stan Lee, the legend of comic book world, found time to become a narrator.
By the early 1980s, the reality of life in the ghetto was harsh.
This story about social injustice and racial conflict in this country was incredibly rewarding experience. I learned about dark places of the history of this land, what it was to grow up like Will.i.am in the projects in LA. Black superhero, surprisingly new concept, which it shouldn't be, but that's kind of connected to the root of some social problems we have. Something this innovative and something that's so needed require a little bit more innovative form as well. And that's why we're trying to create new genres and trying to create new mediums to tell those stories. I feel like this is a uniquely Californian project because it seemed impossible every step of the way, and it seemed unreasonable in a way it was envisioned because there was no clear idea how it would make money, there was no clear idea how is it even possible. I mean, I don't want to claim that this is the only place where something like this could happen, but this kind of childish approach to believing in anything possible and dedication of people here and creative energy is directly tied to California.